Alright, so this is my first little walk around here that I'm going to be filming. I'm going to show you basically from where the area I'm staying at in Shinjuku. And we're going to walk over to get some ramen. Alright, so this whole little area is basically one shop after another shop of things that I don't know what they are. That's kind of like my first impression. This is the line I waited in yesterday to get the ramen. That place is called Nagi Ramen, I believe. That place was great. It had really, really good ramen. You have to be a fan of anchovies to like it, but it was really, really good ramen. So here are all a bunch of other little spots. Like I said, some are bars, some are restaurants. So right now, I'm just walking over to one of the more tourist areas. The area with like the Godzilla head and the movie theater and a bunch of other things like that. So first thing is, this is new to me, so walking around talking to myself to a camera, like most people say, kind of takes some getting used to. You kind of just have to forget that other people are there and realize they've seen plenty of other people doing this before. So it's definitely a learning curve to it, but you know, I don't have anybody with me, so this is the best way to take someone with me. So right now I'm just kind of going by my Google Maps and figuring out where to go. That big crab up there is the advertisement. It's pretty cool. But as you can see, this is your average street. You see all the billboards in the past, in the back. And then, as you continue to walk, there's all different. I'm in the bike lane right now, so I need to get back on the sidewalk. But everything here, for it being my first time here, is definitely slightly intimidating. Being in Japan, it's different than any other country I've been in, just for the fact of like everything is in Japanese. Looks like they have a little street mart there. Haven't seen something like that yet. Everything's in Japanese, obviously, because you're in Japan. And the places where it's necessary, there's English. So like there's a lot of places that, you know, you can even look around and see here just advertisements and things, and underneath it it'll say something in English, but then 90% of them don't. So you're just looking around and stuff, walking around and having no idea what to do or what to enter. You basically have to do everything by looking on your Google Maps or having some kind of suggestion. So right now we're just walking to a suggested ramen place. Now this I've heard about in the past. I think it's one of those a little bit more of a tourist ramen place, Ichiran. It's definitely in the tourist area, so it may not be as traditional, but I felt like I had a really good traditional one yesterday. So I do want to try one of the more, you know, main ramen places that your average tourist is going to go to. But this is definitely different than in most cities where I'll just walk across the street and not care. Here you definitely wait for the green light, like it just happened. I don't know if it's more of a law here or if it's just more out of respect. But I mean, in Thailand and places like that, I just walk where I want to walk. But for right now, we can either go right or straight. But we're gonna go this direction. Looks like a line for something over here, but like once again, I have no idea. I don't know if that's for a certain restaurant or whatever, but normally lines are a good thing. I normally would say I'd wait in that line, but I'm super hungry right now, and the place I'm going says there's no wait, so I'm just gonna go with that for now. As you can see from the video, even though this is a very touristy place, it is about 90% Japanese. Whether they're local or whether they're visiting this area. Right now it is currently a Sunday afternoon here, so this is a Sunday afternoon. This guy looks like he's been doing this a long time. So it definitely has the feel of New York. 100% the feel of New York City. If you've never been to New York, I would see it being very overwhelming. But to me, it's New York with Japanese logos everywhere and a little bit more lights. That's the main difference I see. Just as intimidating though for somebody who's not familiar with the area. See? So, not really sure if I'm gonna cut this video up or let it just go full for the first time, but we're just gonna play it by ear. Alright, so still headed to the restaurant now. Once we get there, I'm not really sure how the filming should go in that restaurant. I know the place I was at yesterday wasn't having it. But the other thing about Tokyo that I've noticed where it's similar to New York is just the, you know, the fashion in general. You see all different types of fashion here. I mean, from the most conservative suit wearing to the most punk rock extremist. Like, it's really elaborate in that way, which is really cool. Kind of takes you back to being somewhere that's, you know, like an old New York style, you know. This street seems pretty, just walk where you want. See, that's what I mean. Taking it in, you just don't really know what the rules are. That other street, they were so specific about when to cross, and then this street, there's no cars on it at all. So that's where it's just a lot to take in when you're only here for a week with no experience of being here. But trying not to get overwhelmed. Nice little flower market. Some areas seems pretty cool. Don't think I've been over here yet, but the one thing that's crazy about this place is without Google Maps, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's not like New York where it's on a grid or like other places I've been. This place is all over the place. So I'm almost to the ramen place now. This gives you a good idea of what a basic walk from my hotel is over to the ramen area. But like, you see what I mean with these places, like, I know there's food there because there's pictures of food, but that's about the only thing that shows me that, because everything else is in Japanese. It does say rice bowl and ramen, so. But it's just constant ads everywhere and really cool stuff. Just has a really unique vibe. The weather here is really nice right now. It's probably like 68. Looks like there is a line. So it said no wait, and now there seems to be a wait. So I don't know if I'm gonna go here or not. We are gonna turn off the phone here and figure it out. At this point I realize anywhere with a line is worth it though, so I might as well wait in that line if that's what I gotta do. I'm obviously not gonna make you wait in the line with us. But one thing that's crazy are just all these little weird places like this. Like, what is going on here? And this is just one of the smaller ones. I've seen bigger ones so far, just walking around a little bit. Oh yeah, it is bigger. So this is definitely something that is very common here. People definitely like trying to play for these little games and win them. I mean, it's interesting enough. I wouldn't even want to win anything because I don't have any room in my bag. But it would be interesting to try. Give it to a little kid or something. But anyway, I digress and we'll figure out what I'm doing for lunch. Okay, see? Same thing here. I didn't even know what to do there. I thought it would automatically open. But you had to press a button. So let me find out if this line is for Ichiran. And then we'll go from there. Pretty sure it is though. Yeah, it is. So we're gonna wait in this line right now. The good thing is it does seem like a decent amount of locals are waiting in the line, so. But I almost feel if I was gonna wait in the line, I would have just had the nagi again, because that line was shorter from the beginning of the video. And I know that was great. You have to like anchovies, but man, it was great. So we are gonna eat here. I'm not sure how long this line will take, but we'll figure it out. And then when I get in, I'll either video or take a picture. All right guys, peace out for the first video.